Together?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Oblivion.
I don't see a problem.
We're going to be going over a quick tutorial of how the Fighters Guild works.
That's their business.
Just
take care.
Before we go on to a bunch of side quests.
What's going on with you?
I'm not going to do the Dark Brotherhood yet, but after a few side quests, I'm going to go to the main quest. Because ultimately, right now, the Dark Brotherhood has the issue of the Infamy thing. And as I've mentioned, there's two ways around that. One of which is a pain in the ass and kind of glitchy, doing the Pilgrim's Path like we did so long ago for the first bit of the Divine Crusader Vision quest. Remember when Pelinal came and personally spoke to us? And, well, cheating. Other options? No.
So, what did you speak with Valena? How did she react?
So, again, I'm really not sure what to do, especially as it unlocks a very annoying voice line that really pisses me off, that often it corrupts up.
Ha! Made you Guildmaster? Amazing! You earned it, though you'll likely muck it all up. So, what are you going to do with your newfound rank?
Turn the entire guild into my harem. What? Too much? Fine.
Me? Pah! I was just getting used to being retired. You can see how good my painting is getting.
Sure,
I'm an
Randall
old man.
Monroe.
I've done my time. Then again, someone has to keep you in line. Make sure you don't bring the guild down around our ears.
All right, you whore.
I'll do it, Guildmaster. Just come to me when you want to assign duties to the guild. I'll make sure they get done.
Right. Now, duties!
Well, you're in charge. You won't be doing the contracts, but the master is always paid a percentage of the guild's monthly take. Check with me monthly to give orders for the month. I'll make it happen. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow the previous month's orders. You can find your monthly stipend in the master's chest upstairs, along with anything we find that you might find useful. Here's the key. So, what are your first orders, Guildmaster?
Now, the way this works is that getting contracts will get you a lot of money, but only very few magical items. Focusing on recruitment will get you a lot of magical items, but not as much money. Focusing on both equally will just sort of have a very average table. I'm going to focus on recruitment because at this point I don't care about money, and the magic items can occasionally spit out rings and the like, which will be very helpful if they're good.
Not a bad idea. We can use more men in the ranks. It has its advantages. It gives the guild a greater presence, makes people notice. Plus, members often find items in their travels they can't use, and they leave them here for other members to use. Sometimes there's nice stuff.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Good day.
Also, you see why I called him Randall Monroe? This is literally stick figures. You can see how good my painting's got. Don't quit your day job, mate. We're going to go on to side quests, starting with the Forlorn Watchman, because we got that a while ago. I want to deal with it. Alright. Let's go. Instead, go to Silverhome on the Water, which is this place. Let's learn about a spoopy ghost, and probably put down the spoopy ghost, one way or another.
Hello.
Ah, Reign of Burning Dogs. We caused that, remember?
You're in Gilgondorin. Silverhome on the Water has beds and food.
Look at those
What's your
eyes.
pleasure?
They just look creepy. There's no expression in them.
The boots of the...
What do you say about Breville?
Have you looked around? Breville is Tamriel's cloaca. Silverhome is the only decent place in town. Don't know why I stay here.
You know, that was actually where I learned the word cloaca. It was very interesting for younger me to look that up and find out, well, what it is.
The watchman looks like he may have been a sailor. No one knows where he came from, or why he looks so sad. I don't like talking about the dead like they're some kind of tourist attraction, but that spirit has been making his ghostly journey for years now. We've learned to just accept that he's there. Every night, sure as clockwork, he appears at Bunwatch Camp at 8 on the shore of Nibbin Bay.
Alright.
He's never harmed anyone, but most people give him a wide berth. You seem curious enough, so I'll be glad to pinpoint where he appears on your map.
Alright.
Goodbye.
So now we know. 8 p.m. every night. A strange door is also near here, so I may as well get that marked as an actual fast travelable location on my map while we're here. I will not be going in, but it'll speed up going to for the DLC, you know? I have, as always, heard good things about Shivering Isles. Note that this island doesn't actually exist if you don't have the Shivering Isles DLC installed, so if you think you're going to be clever, you're not clever, okay? I know that sounds a little rude, but... Also, because I want to show it off. This is what it looks like when you can run on water. However, if you jump, you sink a bit. You can even get to the point where you swim. See. Also, you may remember those 3 heads if you've ever played Skyrim. But this island spawns some unique items. Well, I say unique. Shivering Isles exclusive would be a better way to put it. Let's grab them all. Just so I can show off a bit of the DLC. And actually find out what the hell these things do, because as I've said, repeatedly, I have not played Shivering Isles. Pretty much everything is going to be new to me. I know the very general gist of the plotline, and that's about it.
Here comes another one!
Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me! I won't go back! You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Stay back! This one's violent!
Not my place. God.
And now this random man is coming out and attacking a guard. Okay. He clearly went insane from, well, being the Shivering Isles. Let's grab some alchemical equipment. Ingredients, not equipment. Different things, you silly Let's Player. Different things. Putrid Gigantea. What a lovely name. Congealed putrescence. Wonder what these things do.
You'll never take me down!
The guard seems to be winning.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death!
Killer. Can I climb up here? Yes, I can. Alright, what about over here? Ah, I have to grab these red kelps.
You pathetic worm!
Nothing of use, but hey, they might have given me something useful if I had gotten luckier. The guard seems to have a higher skill, given that he's regularly knocking L9 Drellith around. Quite curious. It's also enough to make me want to start Shivering Isles right here and now. But no, that's coming after the main quest. We're exploring what I do know before we explore what I don't know.
Die, damn you!
Still, I must say, this is quite interesting.
Let's get this over with!
You can see how the AI is definitely trying to play very aggressive with guard. While the Dagger Man is taking advantage of his faster attacks, the longer reach of the sword is still proving itself to be very scary indeed. One of the reasons daggers aren't too good that I use a longsword as my regular, despite being skilled in blade. The extra reach is simply so useful that it's just can't overstate how good it is to have extra reach.
That's the best you can do?
Being able to hit the enemy without them hitting you is amazing. Also, from what I can see here, the guard is going to win this fight. It's just going to be a very long one. And whoa, what did you just do, man?
You'll never take me down!
So he knocked him down and started wailing on him.
What's the matter? Ow!
Yeah!
I want to provide support, I just want to keep watching. Ah, you just bitch slapped that guy with it.
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right.
Okay.
I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away.
All right. What happened to them?
Look for yourself. Their brains are addled. Got no sense. Perfectly normal people went in there. And this is what's come out.
I'm going in.
Ha! It's your funeral. I'm just here to warn people, not keep them out. Go ahead in. I'll be here to clean up the mess when you come out.
Oh boy.
Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy. Useless mortal meat, walking bag of dung.
What?
A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen.
What?
Bring me a champion. Rend the flesh of my foes. A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in. It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
I mean... You know what? No. Just... Nah. Sorry, mate. I've got better things to do than go to the Land of Madness. Right now, at least. Also, it'll look a little flickery and juddery around the edges of the screen because I'm using the water walking boots. They can be a bit buggy like that. Still, I do like them because they do make this quite a lot faster. It allows me to use my athletics for movement much more effectively. Also, yes, there's an urn route here. They can't even be arsed to bother with, you know, properly fighting them. Rather, properly not wasting resources. Because after all, weapon durability is no longer a limited resource, which is a very big help for me. So, what time is it? 5:28. No. I think I'm going to go to the Priory and dump some junk, mostly the Helm of Orin Bearclaw, but things like the Blackwood Ring of Silence as well. Blackwood Ring of Silence is actually pretty neat. Mostly because its effect is completely and utterly unreplicable. It's an item that hurts you. There's a few builds that use it, but they're generally very, risky. Because, well, you're hurting yourself. I know that sounds a little obvious, but don't be surprised at people who don't understand that builds based around hurting yourself are a bit riskier than builds that don't. Power from pain is a thing. It is not a riskless thing. One of these days I need to clean out my damn arrows. Here, you can have my Amulet of Interrogation. I don't use Speechcraft or hand-to-hand. You can also have the Grand Ring of Shadows, because I'm not feeling sneaky. Helm, obviously, that's why I'm here. This I'm keeping around just in case. This, same reason. That's just tasty. Silica boots, we've seen why I'm keeping them around. You know, take 2920 Morningstar, because it's annoying me that it's lying around and not doing anything helpful. Take Nightfall, too. And Mystery of Talara, I guess. And Sir Emil's Journal, which is kind of fitting for this place. Also, Braden's key is one of the rare keys that has weight. Probably should have mentioned that when I got it, but there's a lot of keys, as you can see. Still, it's not key to remember them. You know what? We haven't done it in a long time. A long, long time. Let's do something that I really don't need to do. that I really, truly do not need to do whatsoever, and is honestly completely redundant and should not occur. Let's go sell my gems and arrows. Because the idea of leaving them littering the ground just irritates me. Is it logical? No. Is it sensible? No. But you know what? My inventory is getting cluttered up, and I cannot be arsed to properly clean it. So we're going for... Well, rather, I can't be arsed to clean it in the way of dump everything into a chest. Chests are for storing your useful things, damn it.
Good to see you. I hope I can help.
I hope you can too.
It sounds... What can I interest you in?
Not much, because you don't sell anything good at this level. Here, buy all my junk.
You got a great... and a good price.
So
You got
much
a great...
junk. Probably knocking several pounds off of myself, honestly, just via the method of sheer volume of junk sold. I mean, another repair hammer was at least
You drive
around,
a hard
there were a
bargain.
lot of arrows there, so... Might have sold also about a pound of gems, I'm guessing? It's only an estimate, though. I'm not actually sure.
Fine. That's more...
Pearl! Worth the same as a repair
Thank you.
hammer. Amusing.
Farewell.
Yeah, we lost about 5 pounds of weight. A little bit more. Which, you know, it's not much, but it might help a bit. Let's get back to Bond Watch Camp. I was going to say Brand Watch Camp, but... Yeah, I really want to do Shivering Isles now, because that was actually cool. Uncle Shigorath, for all these kind of a dick. He's got a nice voice. Like, he's a dick. Colossal dick. But he's got a nice voice. Here we go, the Forlorn Watchman. Can I talk to him?
Please.
Alright. He says, please, and he turns to look at me. Then he stands around. Then he walks around. Fascinating cinema. Just fascinating. How could anyone resist such a riveting show? It's probably a mud crab. It was a mud crab. And nobody gave a shit. Come on, sir. Hurry up. Let's see if I can figure out what this Forlorn Watchman wants to do. The Unquiet Dead. Most of the time, they're generally of the roar smash variety of undead, you know? Zombies and liches and skeletons and all that. Or the race that we've been seeing and fighting so often. But this guy is different. He seems to actually have a goal in mind instead of roar smash. Which is nice. It's tiresome after a while, just killing everything in your path. Granted, I'm not going to stop killing everything in my path, but, you know, sometimes you want to stretch the brain a bit. Or at least have some time to talk. Oh look, a scamp. Imp, rather, not scamp. Different things, different things. Ah! They're pretty hard to find though, so I'm kind of glad I found one. Now I can put Imp Gall in my chest and use it. Just Just in case I took damage, because I didn't think I did, but might as well check. Seems like he's wandering towards this fort. Did you die at this fort, Forlorn Watchman? Do I need to avenge you? That would be fairly standard ghost logic, but just because it's standard ghost logic doesn't mean it's right. I don't actually remember this quest. There's a lot of little quests in Oblivion I don't remember. I'm probably going to miss quite a few. And again, this is not going to be an exhaustive Let's Play. I've already said I'm not going to be doing the Thieves Guild because I'm rubbish at sneaking and I don't really like our quest line. It ends cool, but it starts really bad. Or I suppose at least really uninteresting. Fort Irony! Really? Really, Bethesda? That's a place. Fort Irony. Forlorn Watchman, where are you going? Come on, mate. Did you at least go on a less again, maybe he is going on the least circuitous route. Oh shit, there's a troll! Really shitty troll! Holy hell! How much health did it have?
I was once the man known as Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please, release me.
Alright. We have been told spoopy things by a ghost. Do I have my loading render distances up to max? Because if I don't, that might explain why I'm not seeing anything here. One moment. Return. 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 Completely useless. Gee fucking thanks. Alright, I'm gonna mark this place on my map just in case. I think it's right next to Fort Irony, so I probably don't need to do that. Let's just go back to Breville. So kind of odd that I wasn't seeing anything there. Let's see if Mouth of the Panther will tell me anything. Also, the ability to paralyze with every attack is something that Master
What can I do for you
is
tonight?
really scary with.
Varen Vamori really has a silver tongue.
Oh, how do you know? Did you pull it out?
Never heard the name Grantham Blakely before. Means nothing to me. Sorry.
Alright.
Sure, I know what that is. Any sailor worth his weight in sea salt could tell you.
Is that valuable?
The mouth of the Panther is what they call the delta where the Panther River meets Nibbin Bay. It got its name from the pointed rocks that jut out of the water there. Sort of look like teeth. Mouth, panther, teeth, get it? Ships are always careful to stay away from it, especially when it's foggy on the bay. The rocks would tear right through a ship's hull like parchment.
Youch. Can you tell me where it is?
Be glad to. Here, let me have your map, and I'll mark the spot for you.
Alright.
What's going on with you?
I don't believe you can get anyone to tell you anything about Grantham himself, but...
I understand.
Yeah. Mouth of the Panther, right across from Fort Irony. I never understood why it's called Fort Irony. I'm pretty sure it's a joke of some sort. Then again, maybe I knew once and forgot. So it's interesting playing Oblivion after so long and so little playing it. It's not quite the experience of playing a new Elder Scrolls game, which is almost magical, really, but... It's definitely interesting. You can definitely see why he was staring off this way, towards the mouth of the Panther. I'm not quite sure how the quest interacts if you just go here first, but... Just sort of... Alright, Mouth of the Panther. Can I climb into something here, or am I just going to find a corpse and poke it with a stick? Ah. Investigate the wreck near the demon gate. Sure. Because one of those is more important than the other. I can't go in there. It's busted. Nothing up here, nothing up here, nothing over here. Can I go down in here? No? No, 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 no. Not seeing anything. Do I... Not seeing anything over here. Do I swim under it? Under an in somehow? No? Am I supposed to get in this? Ah, broken hull to MMA upper deck. Ow! Fine! You wanna see with me? I'll screw with you back! Come on, get over here, you son of a bitch! Close engage! Well, yeah, the spirits are probably the remnants of the MMA's crew. Wait, MMA, mixed martial arts. Really? How did I not notice that initially? I'm going to chalk that up to me being a bit of a dick. Log of the MMA! Alright. Only that idiot Blakely was still loyal to the captain. Alright. I'm going to recharge the Sword of the Crusader before I kill this guy. For the sake of efficiency, you know? Ah! 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 You're really not that impressive. He says after getting slapped around by the ghost repeatedly for about a quarter of his health. Now we get to play the block, stab game. Everyone loves that one, right, boys? And since he put an absorb health on me, which is always lovely to deal with. Dodge you. Come on, get over here. I'm healing. I'm healing. Come on. I'm a great big vulnerable target. Come on. No? Alright. Die and stay dead. Again. And again. And again. And again. Until there is nothing left. You see, I'm the Divine Crusader. Chosen of the gods. When I want you dead, even if you're already dead, nothing will protect you from me. Not men. Not weapons. Not armor. Absolutely and utterly nothing is going to stop me. I don't care who or what you are. If I have an enemy, they die. I'm going to spend a bit of time draining my magicka bar. Just for the sake of having a bit of health in case the MMA captain's cabin happens to have some things going on. I block out of instinct of something's coming at me. Block it! The issues with too much Dark Souls, ladies and gents. Wow. This one especially seems something. I'm running Skeletons once, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Gloomwraith slain. Take that. This chest might have something useful in it. It has potions. Sack? Anything interesting? Gold. Yeah. So the captain's cabin just has a very small amount of loot and a ghost. Or wraith, I suppose. Good to know. Completely worthless, but good to know. I'm going to wait for 1 hour on the grounds of I'm pretty badly dinged up. To the point that I'm actually wondering, okay, I still have 85 defense, but alright. Yeah, my armor was a bit screwed up. I'll repair it. It's not like it's going to hurt to have more armor. Whoa! You're right in my face. Nice, paralyzed. It's kind of freaky looking at it frozen, but I just shot out so much damage that by the time it wasn't pretty much screwed. Seriously, I shit damage. I might not shit as much damage as a mage could, but mages are very much squishy. Unless, of course, you're doing all sorts of scary tricks, because if you go full mage in this game, or in Morrowind, you are a horrifying abomination to face. Like, just flat out, I'm saying it, you're horrifying. You apply more than a moment's thought to being a pure mage in this game or in Morrowind. In Skyrim, it's a bit harder to be a pure mage due to the way things work and the removal of custom spells. Because a lot of the default spells are pretty meh. Expansions and DLCs help, but not enough, really? Hello. Oh, you're on fire! Stop blocking spells. Guys, I'm too used to Dark Souls, where you can just block or parry damn near anything. There you go. Gloomwraith and ectoplasm. No surprise. Chests have anything actually interesting, or is it just more potions? I guess more potions isn't bad. It's just kind of... It's kind of hard to say anything about more potions aside from, yay, more potions. Aside from saying that you don't have anything to say, but I think that gets a little too meta complicated, as it were. Like, if that counts, does that mean that if you say there's nothing to say, you're saying that there is in fact something to say? Twisty logic, to say the least. Gable the Traitor. $5 says this is a boss battle. Ow. Ow. It's got the same reach as my sword. No fair, no fair, no fair, no fair. Fine. You know what? Back to the old standard. Spam left mouse until you die. Also, don't let him face through that door. It will bug you. Remember that much from this game. Oh god, he fell through the floor. Quickly grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Small key, got it.
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act.
Yes.
This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude.
Oh?
I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
Yeah, he vanishes with a fairly spooky noise. And you find Grantham Blakely's map. Let's go grab that treasure. It also gets marked on your map, so you don't actually have to do any thought, which kind of annoys me, but kind of makes sense. They actually have a similar mechanic in Skyrim, only without the actual location of the treasure on your map, with the treasure maps, which are actually pretty interesting. We'll be getting to Skyrim in a while. We haven't even beaten Oblivion yet, after all. What kind of poor Let's Player would I be if I didn't, you know, beat all the games in order? It'd be like playing Prototype 2 and shitting on it without properly experiencing the fun of Prototype 1. And yes, I own both games. No prize for figuring out which one I like better, because it's kind of obvious and I literally just said it. Also, you can't easily miss that. I'll note, I've missed it more than a couple of times myself. Oblivion Gate, do not give a shit about you. Do not give a shit. I've cleared enough of you for a lifetime. I'm sure we all remember those episodes where I cleared a bunch of gates for the sake of Bruma. And I'm not interested in revisiting them, thank you very much. Now, it should be at the bottom of this water somewhere, or around this. No, actually, it's past this, isn't it? Because there's two rivers. Right. Apologies, bit of a brain fart. I have those. After all, I'm doing a Let's Play, aren't I? Alright. Let's get into this water and start looting shit.
Boom!
Wow. That's actually really helpful. Yeah, this is Grantham Blakely's treasure. Random magic item, random bunch of rings, random soul gem, some gold, and some gems. Unfortunately, it's more weighted toward early game loot than late game, so it's kind of trash. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand and appreciate it, but I'm sorry, it's trash. So, going to have to actually do work for the collector, and honestly doesn't really end very interestingly. Let's work on Sins of the Father. I wouldn't mind killing some ogres. And you know, I am going to be spending this episode clearing things out before I decide to go on the main quest or Shivering. Really am thinking I should go main quest though, even if Shivering did rather tempt me with that impressive initial display. Then again, there were some pretty cool voice acting and chances for Metal Gear Rising references in the first episode of... Wait, I can level up. Wait. Time to go pray to the gods. And have them grant me more power! Power overwhelming. Sleep for 1 hour. Alright then. Agility, speed, and willpower, it seems. I get more fatigue, and I get to go faster. It's hard to argue with those.
Yes, Lord Crusader. Hail, sir.
Just taking a quick nap, sir. Don't need to worry about me. Trust me, I can take care of myself in situations more dangerous than any of the Knights of the Nine have ever encountered. And again, I suppose this is the only game with an actually unbeatable boss. You'll see what I mean by that when we get there. It'll be a while, though, so don't expect too much. Let's use the Sword of the Crusader for a little bit, just to wear it away. So I can dump the Greater Soul into it. Just casual soul harvesting from a holy knight here, folks. Nothing to see. Nothing special. Nothing of interest. That does remind me, actually, about things of interest. Let's see if any of the... Worm's Head Cap is pretty good because of the Night Eye alone. Unrefined Green Mode seems terrible. That's pretty good because it has Cure Disease and has Water Breathing, both of which are fairly rare effects. Ooh, Detect Life. That's another good one. Water Walking. Another scary one. Fire Damage and Restore Strength and Restore Magicka. You and Fire Salts, that's the name. Fire Salts would go along well. My, Blister Pod Caps are basically built for mages with Restore and Fortify Magicka. And with that short alchemical treatise over with, let's go and get to work. 2 ogres. Where are those goblins? How close am I to the location? Basically there, so I'm going to be fighting goblins, not ogres. Much better. I honestly do prefer to fight goblins instead of ogres. Goblins are generally pretty crap. Alright, do the Goblin Shaman. Won't have anything good on it. Potions! I'm going to be carrying a lot of potions out of this. Okay, you're much tougher than your counterparts, sir. There. That's not the only sexual dimorphism that's generally species. I probably sound like a giant weirdo when I say that, don't I? Oh well. More potions! Lots of healing potions! I have a suspicion I'm going to be in one of those situations by the end of this little dungeon, like I was with those necromancers, where I was just absolutely drowning in potions. Granted, there are worse issues to have than I have too much good thing, but you understand. Still, at least I do have something that gives me +6 strength, and I have a bunch of scrolls and the like that will let me carry more items for a while. So, overall, I'd say this is going to go pretty well. Oh, it is ogres. There was just goblins outside. How big is this dungeon? Let's take a look at the local map. Doesn't look too bad. Watch it be a winding maze. Ogre Cave Boss. Ogre Glitch Boss, more like it. Wow, these ogres are kind of wimpy compared to what I'm used to. I guess the fact that I leveled up a while ago starting this quest and actually doing the damn quest is different. Well, at least it makes this quick instead of the usual I have to brawl through so much health that is fighting an ogre. So that's not bad, you know? Speeds up the Let's Play, makes my life easier. Gotta approve, you know? After all, I'm not exactly hunting for a challenge here. Those are just delve into some massive gate of demons. Ow! Stop staggering me! Nice, you got paralyzed. And there we go, Redguard Valley Ogre Cave Boss defeated again. Pull out his teeth, move on to the next ogre so I don't get backstabbed. I doubt I'd actually get backstabbed by any of these ogres, they tend to be pretty stupid, but... Alright, and you're dead. Again. Like I said, they're not really putting up much of a fight at all. Yeah, I'm not going to complain much at all. I bet this is supposed to be the boss, so this better be badass. Oh, he's actually taking only very small amounts of chip damage. I might have to wear him down with an enormous amount of attacks. While my matchless endurance takes his own and laughs at it, because I'm ridiculous and he's not a pile of bullshit in heavy armor. Too slow. That last attack didn't even hit and he died anyway. That's what you get, the Honor Blade of Coral. Now, if you return the weapon to the thief, well, that's kind of the evil route, as it were. You get a bit more money, but if you return it to the castle, people are a bit happier. The Honor Blade doesn't have anything special about it, though, as far as I'm aware. It's just an ebony longsword. No unique designs or anything. Granted, it does have the special attribute of being an ebony longsword, and therefore innately cool as hell. I believe I've stated my opinion that ebony looks cool as hell repeatedly. So I love this stuff, and I wish there was some sort of way in-game to make armor look like other armor, because oh man, would I love to be wearing a suit of full ebony. Or at least have a suit of full ebony as a viable option instead of being pushed into the Crusader's armor. Much as I love the fluff behind this thing, much as I love how it looks, same is same, you know? It's tiring looking at the same suit after a while. Even it has sort of carved itself into my brain as the suit of armor that I wear for Oblivion, you know? Like, I've just played Oblivion and its various bits so much that it's just been carved into my brain that this is the armor you wear when you're playing Oblivion. Because it is so nice, it is so helpful, it fits my playing style very well, and it's reasonably easy to acquire.
You've got real bounce to your step. Hello, I'm Laith Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Coral.
What can you tell me about Countess Velga?
The Countess is in attendance. Proper etiquette is expected.
Oi, bugger off, you girl!
They say the Fighters Guild got all the trolls in Swampy Cave, but I'm still not going anywhere near Harlan's watch.
What? You don't trust me, girl? I'll have your head for that.
Many years ago, when the Count was still alive, a daring thief stole the ancient honor blade of Coral from out of this castle. Why?
Look what I found.
This is incredible. I never thought to see this sword again. How did you... Never mind. One should not look a gift horse in the mouth. Please accept my thanks on behalf of the people of Coral for restoring this sword and the honor of our city. As a token of our gratitude, I bestow upon you a symbol of honor and heroism, the escutcheon of Coral. You've done a great service to Coral, and you should be proud.
You lose the honor blade, but you get an
Greetings,
ebony-based shield. I say ebony-based for a reason. It's got a pretty decent enchantment on it, but the special thing is that it's got a neat texture and that it's got Coral's Oak on it. Honestly, it's one of the better bits of heavy armor you can be wearing, and if it weren't for the set bonus that you get from the Shield of the Crusader, I'd probably use the Escutcheon of Coral. It is that good. Like, let's fully repair this thing just to give an example of how damn good it is. Because right now, the shield is at 125, and that's just not a fair comparison. It's 36 weight, 28 armor, and in comparison, the Shield of the Crusader is still 28 armor, but 24 weight. So it's 12 pounds heavier, but given the way heavy armor works, that actually means equipping it will make me lighter at my current level of heavy armor. So, arguably, this is a better build than just going with the Shield of the Crusader. But I'm going with the Shield of the Crusader for the sake of the Holy Aura. I'm pretty sure you need it for the Holy Aura buff to kick in. So actually, let's test that, because if I can use the Escutcheon of Coral, Not only does it hit my ebony's fucking cool, but... Button... Yeah. Alright, and nope! Holy Aura is off. A pity. But I want that Holy Aura. If I ever get so very unlucky as to run into an Auroran again. Now we go to Weatherly. If you give the sword to the thief, the brothers will go, "Fuck you, we hate you. We're gonna believe our dad's a thief, you little shithead."
You have something to tell me about my father?
Yeah, rumors?
I don't like to think about zombies. Missing arms, legs, heads. They smell awful and they're hard to kill. I'm at a loss for words. Already I've heard that the Honor Blade rests again in Castle Coral, and the escutcheon of coral you have is all the proof I need. My father had told us that he had hidden something away for us, something to provide for our future, but I never imagined it was this. I'm sorry you had to be tasked to right this wrong that my father was responsible for. Once again, you've stuck your neck out for us. Maybe in the past my family was notorious, but never let it be said that the current Gemains don't pay their dues. I'd like you to have this keepsake. My father gave it to me when I was but a lad. I think you should have it. Thanks again, my friend. You are always welcome in our home.
Alright, we got 4 grand soul gems. I'm not sure if they're actually filled. Let's take a look, shall we? They don't actually remember if they have grand souls in them or not, because if they do, this is quite the boon. They know you always get 4 grand soul gems, and
That
they have
suits you
common
well.
souls.
May your journeys always be safe.
Also, this place does in fact get rebuilt once you do this quest. Pretty cool. They kind of shit talk you if you give it to the thief, though. They don't believe you at all. My dad couldn't be a thief. He was a good man. Blah, 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 blah. You guys get the point, I'm sure. I'm a little direct there, but yeah. You also don't get a really good shield.
Yes,
like, holy
Lord
shit.
Crusader?
The 35% reflect damage and plus 10 endurance on that thing is absolutely psychotically insane. Easily a top tier shield, and I'm legitimately tempted to give up Holy Aura just for the sake of having that thing around, because the plus 10 endurance gets me a lot more health if memory serves. Because, well, yeah. Current max health with this up is 559. My fatigue is 336 if I go to the Shield of the Crusader. I lose 17 health and 10 fatigue. You know what? Spells rarely get reflected anyway, and I still have the Spell Drinker Amulet for this. Plus it just looks cool, come on. It obscures more of the screen than I block, sure, which has its issues, but... Shield. Go there. We're changing my outfit, ladies and gentlemen, just a bit. Symbol of Coral, its Honor Blade being reacquired, will now be my shield. Simple, isn't it? You can just change like that. You know what? It works, doesn't it? However, there is one last thing to do. Next time, we will be doing the main quest and going and exploring Miss Karen.
Hail, Commander.
But there's something that needs to be done first. It's not going to be interesting, so skip the rest of this video if you're not entertained by alchemy. Or rather, just skip the rest of this video if you don't want to see me hauling ingredients, because that's all that's going to be happening. It's me dumping a hell of a lot of teeth off like I'm some crazy-ass tooth fairy. At least I'm not Susan Stowe Healand, though. That would be a very scary tooth fairy to deal with. Like, I may be a god-blessed machine of war, but I'm not stupid enough to not fear the Stowe Helix. Well, then again, they're not even in this setting, so I suppose it's a bit of a dumb thing to say. And again, I am a Pratchett dork. I'll freely admit, I like Terry Pratchett. Taken before his time. I believe that's how the saying goes. Again, they say that about everyone, don't they? Taken before their time. Well, it's time for this video to end. Next time, main quest. And after the main quest, either Dark Brotherhood, side quest finishing off, or exploring that curious door with the Scottish accent. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please put them in the comment section below, or in the threads and space battles and sufficient velocity that will be left in the description. And for now, goodbye.